Electrical problems, the denouement. After our March electrical problems, we had another failure in May and spent some more money having another repair job. When, in June, while Eileen was in Ireland, we had another electrical failure, I decided the time had come to bite the bullet and replace the entire electrical drop from the meter to our house. Here we see the route of the trench marked on the lawn in chalk and the excavator beginning to actually dig the ditch. This is taken from my office looking down, and it's at this point as they started to make their last move in toward the house. That's the rose garden right there, our rose garden, the pond right there. At this point they ruptured our gas line that comes in, so they've now turned off the gas line, so we don't have gas now either, or hot water. And they've called the gas company. Of course, it's not the gas company's problem because the gas company doesn't own that line. We do. And it wasn't marked, so they sort of guessed at where the gas line was, because when they were back there by the meter, they dug along and saw how the gas line was running, and it looked like it was running straight across our lawn to the gas meter, which would have been running right through there. And so they felt that it was safe to come in this way and dig and trench. And all of a sudden, right there, for no particular reason, is the gas line. Well, the gas company has now arrived. It's about 2 in the afternoon. They started work on this at 8 in the morning. And they are having a conference trying to determine exactly what it is that they're going to be doing. Well, the decision has been made to go ahead and finish this ditch so that they're ready to put in the electrical wires, and they'll come back tomorrow, and at my expense they will be digging a second ditch for the gas line that they'll be putting in. So right now they have hand dug a large portion of this ditch from the house out to where they are, and they're about to get started with this machine and connect up with that ditch, and then they'll be done. The ditch has now been done, and they're laying in the new line. The pictures up to now were taken on Saturday, June 18th. This is Sunday morning, and this white line marks the route that they're going to follow in putting in the ditch for the new gas line, which will be connected to the inter-house gas main where that yellow flag is. They're going to dig a big pit at this point, get in there, and connect the line up to this main line of the gas, and then run it from there to the house. The ditch will be dug today, and then tomorrow, Monday, the gas company is going to come in and put in that new line,
And then, according to plan, on Tuesday, the inspector will come from the county, approve all this, and they'll cover up the ditches, and we'll be done.
Well, it's noon, Sunday the 19th. They are now finished with the second ditch. This is the gas line that goes between houses, the main, and they've exposed that with a big pit around it so there's room to work. And then there's a second ditch now that goes all the way back up to the house. And here up by the house is where the two ditches run together and then go into this pit where both the gas and the electric lines will terminate. There's the electric line that was put in yesterday, and the gas line will come in right there. The gas meter will be here, and then they'll just bring it across to attach to the gas entry point that we have right here.
On Monday, the gas company came in, laid in their pipe, filled in their ditch, connected their meter, as we see it here, to our house, and they were done. However, that was the end of the things going according to plan. On Tuesday, the county inspector came. They had already filled in a part of the ditch from the electrical cable because they understood they only needed to leave part of it exposed for him to see and measure. And the inspector decided that they needed to install a fourth ground wire all the way out from the house to the meter, which required that they redig the trench that they had partially filled in and put in that wire. That was done, but then when the inspector returned, he decided that there were some other issues that he wanted to raise. And he subsequently came back a total of 4 times before he finally approved this.
Well, it's July 27th, and last week they finally got the county inspector to approve this, and they were able to refill the ditch.
Well, this is the filled-in trench, and as we turn to the left, you'll be able to see the portion that was filled in by the gas company a month ago, in which I had scraped off the excess dirt, is now back to looking fairly normal, and the ditch is just very, very narrow. However, this whole other area that was left covered with dirt for a month is now looks to be pretty much dead. In this close-up, you can see that there is some grass starting to re-emerge from the dead-looking lawn, but that's not true everywhere, as you can see here.
And the dirt that was left over from filling this ditch, which is what I've been moving in the last week, is piled up in 2 places. One is here, and that's a pretty good sized pile. It's probably 3 feet high at the top. It's a lot of dirt. And then over here at the end of the ditch, there's another pile, which is not quite as big as the first one we looked at, but has plenty of dirt in it too. So all of this dirt in these 2 piles was at one time in this ditch, and I have no idea how much to expect this ditch to settle over the next year, and how much of that dirt we're going to need to keep putting back in to restore it to being a level sort of area.
And we can hope that we'll never have to see this again.